Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm QuinPolar. Currently, I am doing stuff. I'm changing the way I'm doing streaming for now because stuff happened and I'm not sure what I want to do anymore. So for now, I guess I'm just going to use streaming not to be entertaining, not to do content creation, just to chill. Possibly talk about how things are going, vent a little, or get stuff off my mind. Say stuff out loud so they're not circling around in my head forever and ever and ever. Just kind of use this as an outlet rather than trying to make something of it, to be honest. Oh, right, this is from a previous expedition. I'm currently going through and getting rid of bases that are extra that I don't need. Got my big GG, my big cat. I tried to build something, they told me I can't build anything else. Let's see what it says now. Yeah, construction limit reached. Not so nice. Can't even build little things on planets. Like little waypoint markers. I don't know if that's a glitch or if it's because after this last expedition wrapped up, all my bases got added to my main files bases, or main file, and now I have a shit ton of bases. So my theory is I have way too many bases now. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. What are you up to? Having fun? Chilling? Fun. It's nice to have chill days. During the expedition, I made bases that are so much better than my bases I had before. Let's see. Get rid of this one too. I think I just finished the expedition yesterday or the day before. I got my big kitty with me. He's just chilling. This is one of my original farms to help make the most expensive item in the game. But of course now I have better ones. far more effective and less time consuming. In fact, doubly effective. I can make 1.3 billion every 16 hours, I believe. Yeah. And most of those bases are in the same solar system, so I don't have to spend a long ass time traveling from one system to another just to collect supplies. Actually, it would be much faster if I just go from bases through, or go to here and then go to bases, because after I delete the bases, I can just immediately teleport back to the space and life hack. Pardon me. I would be using one of my Corvettes, but for now I feel like the little ship is going to be faster for getting stuff done. Oh, cat's having fun in the other room. I got 3 cats. Dusty, Gigi, and Pikachu. Pikachu is chilling above me sleeping. Gigi is in my lap sleeping. And Dusty's in the other room playing around. I just saw him zoom by. He is speed. And fluff. The fluffiest speed. Fear it. Fear it like the tactical ferret. Tactical ferret. Because sometimes you just have to say fuck it and throw the tactical ferret. Apparently I'm coughing today. Because why not? The anomaly. I haven't decided I have not decided what I will do after I'm done deleting bases. What the hell? I was floating. I believe I can fly. I could definitely fly with a ship. My bases. Yeah, 4 pages of bases. Silver. Made a gold farm that gets me a shit ton of gold, and a silver farm that gets me just as much silver. And I decided to use them to make platinum to see if I can have a more peaceful way of getting nanites rather than just blowing up freighters all the time and making people not like me no more. And the amount that I got from it was dramatically less. Very, very, very inefficient. Hey, where's my base thing? Oh, there it is. Apparently I buried it. Previously, my streams were more chaotic and kind of unhinged and probably higher energy. I was trying to doing a little experiment sort of thing. I have 6 mental disorders, and I figured I'd try to let them loose and see what happens. And some stuff happened, and then now I'm feeling it'd probably be better not to let them run loose and try to actually control myself. Oh well. Thinking before I speak. Takes effort. Not gonna lie, it takes effort. Where am I? Why is it telling me someone's initially... Oh, I was just on the space station, right. So, that could be left over from something that was happening there. I thought somebody was in the system with me. It's like it's a system with... I don't think it has a space station. Yeah, it didn't... No space station. And I found it. It doesn't seem to be a very... Seems highly unlikely someone else would be here. So I was very confused. Yes, permanently delete. Erased from existence. Just like my soul. Oh wait. Give it time. I could go back to working on getting more storage space for my freighter or something. Perhaps. I know I need to reorganize the technology on my Daedalus, or my X304. A Corvette that's based off of the X304 in Stargate. The Stargate franchise. I'm so sad that they decided to axe the show. And I still don't understand how they could be stupid enough to axe the show. What is this place for? Either way, it's C ring stuff, so not really that great. What did I make it for? No idea. Gonna delete. Where is the... This way. There it is. Ta-da! Discovered. Uncovered. Deleted. Defeated. A foreign ship is here. Where was it? Where did it go? I saw it on the map when I zoomed out. You there. Landed pilot. Okay, it's not a player, it's just an NPC. Yep. Fair enough. I've been a part of a group of VTubers called Mischief Crew for almost a year now, and I'm thinking might disappear from that, or at least streaming wise. I don't think I'm going to be streaming collabs anymore. I'm in a whole point where I'm questioning what the hell I'm doing. Trying to change things and figure shit out. I don't know. But for now, I think I can use a little outlet to get stuff out of my brain. Just yap about stuff. As long as there's a possibility that someone might hear it or whatever, my brain is satisfied with it getting out. Because if I just like say it to myself out loud, it doesn't really do anything. Or if I write it down, it doesn't really do anything. But if I know that there's possibility that someone may or may not be listening, or if there's a chance someone is listening, my brain considers it just as good as if someone was listening. And I'm a tiny little VTuber, and I know how to not get attention if I so desire. Because I went through the trouble of learning how to get attention and grow as a streamer and content creator. So I know just what to do not to do that. I can stay tiny and small with nobody noticing. And I could just talk. Vent or something. That's my current line of thought. I noticed another VTuber on YouTube through YouTube Shorts that I thought would be, I thought it'd be fun to reach out to them and possibly make friends. They seem like a fun person. I mean, when I was watching their short, I just sat there like, friend. And it just happened to be that I saw it 2 hours after they posted it. Just a massive coincidence, because that was their first post ever as the VTuber. They haven't streamed yet. They have a Twitter. I think they posted a second video, but they announced that they're a streamer, but they haven't streamed yet. And I find it kind of funny because I've been streaming for a year now, and not one single person has reached out to me specifically, and not one single person has returned any of my messages. So I tried to reach out to some people and got nothing. Nothing. Still haven't gotten anything. So I feel like I kind of accidentally gave this VTuber some unreal expectations by reaching out 2 hours after they posted their first video. Because I do know some other, I am in contact with other VTubers and chat with them that are tiny VTubers, but that was more pure luck. And I know that they haven't really been reached out to either, with the exception of one. But and some of them have been doing this content creating and streaming for 10 years. And they still haven't had anybody reach out to them or return their messages. So, and I've heard from big VTubers that nobody would return their messages when they were starting out and calling and asking people for stuff. Asking people for advice. Said no one responded. You there. Big bear. I am bear too. So I must add you to my collection and we be friends. Chili, huh? Easy. Part of the reason I reached out to that other VTuber that I just saw was, I mean, the main reason I thought we could be friends and I could probably help her out a bit. I mean, I've accumulated lots of knowledge for streaming and accumulated experience, and I can give tips, advice, support, because almost all streamers burn out and quit soon after starting to stream, and I feel like they could have a shot, and having support and someone to talk to would definitely help them stay in the game longer. The main problem I'm having that's making me question everything and whatnot is I had one person who, pardon me, I had one person who was a bit of a fan of mine and friend of mine, and they were supportive, and I don't know if they know it, but I frequently had times where I doubted how I was doing and was considering stopping, but their support and kindness helped keep me going. And I recently lost that. In a way that I lost it in a way that aligns very well with one of my bigger fears. So it's got me thinking that this whole QuinPolar thing and letting out and admitting my disorders and all that stuff, it's making me feel like that was a massive mistake. Because it feels like the past when in real life I tried to let people in and know, and how that blew up massively. Basically reopen emotional scars from most of my life. I mean, I knew doing this was a risk in the first place, but it was the only way I could do this long term, I thought, because I can't hide my disorders forever, and it's only going to get harder and harder for me to control them, and I'm really not going to be able to hide them. So I thought I'd put them up front and center, so that when I'm not able to control it at all anymore, if I had a fan base that liked me for what I was doing, then it would be alright. Plus, I didn't know how to keep talking for 3-4 hours straight without letting them loose. Because when you're a tiny streamer, you have to keep talking. You have to keep engaging for the entire time. Otherwise, people will pop in, see that you're not doing anything, not saying anything, and then leave right away. And they might give it 5, 10, maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and then they'll dip. So as a small streamer, you have to keep talking and be engaging. Otherwise, why the fuck is anyone watching? So I don't think I'll ever need the salt. I don't know, it was a tough one to get. I'll keep it there. I don't need the silver one. Especially since you can get it from space. But there should be a shit ton in here. I guess I'll collect it and put it in one of my vehicles. I'll put it in the Colossus. I don't use that very often, but I can use it for storage. Then delete the base to acquire more room. I mean, I mainly made this one so that I could try to make nanites in a peaceful way. That fizzled out. I initially made the gold one because it is now the most expensive resource that you can mine. So, used to be activated indium, but now that's half the price it was, and gold is over 300 per unit. 200 units per gold, which is around which is the highest of all the different mineable stuff. And a lot of people swear by the whole, you should just have a base that has a shit ton of mining for the most. What my cat is talking? I don't know. Wow! 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 He talking back. You hear people telling me all the time that I should have made activated Indian farm and just used that to collect money. So now I have a gold farm if I so desire to do that route. But I really don't, because my route is much better. Works way better. And holds up even after prices shift for the individual elements. Because the prices haven't shifted for the most expensive item in the game. Not since it was introduced. Not that I'm aware of. So their big farms no longer make spit. But my multiple farms make me over $1 billion every 16 hours, so. Okay, bases, what do I have left? Okay, I've got it significantly lowered. From this one down, there were all bases that I had in the expedition that just ended, or that I just finished. I'm sure some people are still doing it, but that shit got me 300 something nanites. That was awesome. Is that rich, bitch? Oh. And I could have gotten a shit ton more. Because I made billions per day. If I would have bought more ships, I would have gotten way more. Actually, I could pull up what I got. There it is. See, I bought 38 ships, and it gave me 340.2 thousand nanites, or 34.2 thousand nanites. I definitely could have bought more ships. I got a lot from this one, but to be fair, the expedition was several weeks long. It might have been a month, or over a month. Potentially. Actually, I could look it up because I think I streamed the first. I can at least look up when I started it, because I was streaming it for when I started. How much room do I have on me? I have pretty much no room on me. Okay. I was gonna go through my farms real fast. But I need to free up space. Right, I was gonna put my silver in storage of a vehicle. The expedition was also the first time that I actually made my own ship, put pieces together and made my own. I had that feature forever ago, but I never actually tried it. Worked out great. Worked out great. Indeed, yes. See, I doubled up. So if I walk up here, look down and hold square here, it collects this dome and the one beneath it. And then I have the same thing one level up, one floor up. Which cut down the number of bases I needed from 5 to 3 and doubled the amount of product I can get from it. So victory. Okay, let's make some. Ooh. Right. I'm high off the ground for this one. Okay, let's pop out you. Huh. Silver. All that glitters is gold. It's only shooting stars break the mold. Yeah, we'll put those in there too. And these. What else shall I? Eh. No, we'll put that in the ship. This last expedition was also the first time I actually put thought into what I want my multi-tool to be able to do. I never even thought of, I didn't put any thought into the bolt caster part of it before. Let's see, what did I have before? Let's see how it fired. Okay, and now let's see what I have now.
Thermal protection
Demolish. Beautiful. All right, that's another thing I can work on. Collecting technologies. Because I have all the S rank stuff, and the only thing you can do to get better than S rank is to get lucky with the outlawed illegal upgrades to X. And there's also these, the Sentinel ones, that are also pretty much luck of the draw, and I can work on getting those like this. Let's see, what do I have? Nope, not worth it. And the weapon. Not worth it. This is the one I have on the supercharger. Reload time, -14. Fire rate, +20. Damage, +2. Excellent. Which seriously bumps up all of them. This is the basic thing, but because it has recoil reduction, I wanted to put it on a supercharger rather than any of the other upgrades. The recoil reduction increase isn't all that great, though. Oh well. Oh, you know. There's two main ways to get the contraband upgrades. It's either going to the gray market, which is the scrap dealer on the space stations, or go to pirate systems. Pirate systems have more in bulk. Gray market is less predictable on having the actual upgrades to purchase, and they require tainted metal to purchase, which basically means you need to do a bunch of derelict freighters, which is a pretty viable route to go if you have a shit ton of money, because they'll constantly sell you
weather warning, incoming storm,
the emergency signal scanner to go find the derelict freighters. Price increases from 5 million to 10 million to 20 to 30, and then it sticks at 30, so you can keep buying them for 30. And it resets every day, so it'll go back down to 5 million. And repeat and repeat. I don't remember you. Apparently I scanned you, though. Damn beetle. And I really love these. I noticed that I had one, and I didn't put a whole lot of thought into it. I'm not even sure. I don't even think I knew where I got it from. But after I realized what it was, I wanted more. Because previously what I would do was I would just switch out this for the... I'd put whichever... Like if I'm on a hot planet, I would take the heat one and put it on a supercharge to get it up to 50. But with these... I mean, right now there's a storm going on. This thing is depleted, so it's not helping me whatsoever. And I'm just chilling out in the storm. And it's going down so slow. It even has the 3 arrows showing that it should be going down rapidly. But I'm just chilling. Which makes me so happy because I'm listed as QuinPolar the Immortal. And that used to bug me because I would do community missions and I'd go to planets like this and it would knock down my hazard protection all the way. And then it would announce to everybody that my shield thing went down. And I wouldn't refill it because I wouldn't buy these because I just had to I would have to refill them all the time, and it was annoying. And even if I didn't refill them, I wouldn't die. I got so much health. I got all that core health, and then each of these gives me core health. 33%. So that's 33 times 6.
temperature levels stabilizing.
I can stand without the freaking hazard thing for forever, basically. I'm very hard to kill, but because I'm QuinPolar the Immortal, it seemed so unfitting that my shield would always get knocked down and it would be announced to everybody. And it would do it over and over and over again. So it bugged me a lot, so I am extremely grateful to have this. I just wish I had another supercharged thing closer. I mean, I got one right there. I did have all three of these on a supercharger during the expedition, but it looks like I don't actually even need that. Let's see, can I build anything? Construction limit reached. I'm gonna call bullshit. Let me go back and come back in and see if that magically fixes it. Because I should be able to build stuff. I feel like even if there is a base limit, a limit to how many bases you can have, that shouldn't stop you from placing other items on a planet that is unrelated to any of your bases. I could be wrong. I don't know everything. But I feel like I should be able to drop those things. Or a signal booster or something. Shit doesn't make sense. Construction limit reached. Doesn't feel right. I think I vaguely recall there being a limit to how many bases you can have. But how many? And which one should I remove? I swear I've seen somebody with like 50 of these type of bases. Doubled up too. Because these ones I have are just to portals for those galaxies. They had portals to the galaxy and the center of those galaxies. They had a base for each. For what I'm guessing was all the different galaxies they've been to. I decided to pick and choose which galaxies I wanted to make bases for. It's definitely bothering me that I can't build anything else. That is a big hindrance and annoyance. And I've deleted a bunch of bases already. I was deleting bases before I started the stream. That one is kind of useful to me. That one's very useful. That one's useful. depending on how you look at it, this one is mandatory for... Space is mandatory for my farm for most expensive item in the game. The fusion igniter is ammonia, oxy, and ferrite, nitro, radon, uranium, nitrogen, uranium, radon, ammonia, oxygen, and ferrite. Those are the only ones, right? Wait, do I need that dioxide? Pyrite. Okay, but that's on the this base has pyrite. Pyrite, uranium, ammonia. Oxygen turns to carbon, turns to condensed carbon. And there's the radon. Nitrogen, sulfurine. Sulfurine I have as a farm already. And then the rest of these end up being plants. Yeah. So the one's mandatory for my money farm is not activated indium. It gives me chromatic metal though. Dioxide doesn't really help. Sodium is meh. This one I'm making like an actual, just a base for me without actual purpose. It's just gonna be a base, like a little house for me. Instead of only having bases that serve some sort of purpose. I'll get rid of basalt. I don't even know what basalt is for. I know I think at one point I needed some. But I have storage where I have every element for, I have 9,999 of every element, so if I ever need it briefly for something, I should have enough to cover it. So I'll be fine. Check anyway. Yeah, what's up? Actually, let's check. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay. Right, that's what started this whole thing. I was trying to make a quartzine farm, and then it said, no, you can't build anything whatsoever. And that sparked all this. Okay, I need a little bit more gold to fill that up. I need 30 gold, which I should have on me. Pyrite, I can fill that up. Uranium. Cobalt. Polished stone, I could work on that too. Okay. Uranium. Pyrite. There it is. Cobalt. Oh, I need to go collect cobalt. Gold. Gold. I have exactly 30. What a coincidence. Radon, nitrogen, sulfurine. Did I have any other ones other than quartzine? Oh, just quartzine. The reason I don't have, the reason why these are each too short was because I thought I made an oversight when I came back to the game and was trying to do my farms. And I went to collect from them and thought that I had 2 extra for each of those 3. And it turns out I didn't. I calculated them down to the very last digit. So by deleting 2 of them, or 2 from each that I thought was extra, I was too short for each of them. So I dipped into my storage. And I made these farms just the same. So if I take 2 out of them, then I won't have enough to make a full set anymore, but that's fine because I could just wait not even an hour and they'll refill. But they'll be full enough that I can do it. So what am I waiting for? There's the Ebon Hawk that I made. I have 2 Corvettes. The Ebon Hawk and X304 that I named Oblivion. It's technically named X304 Oblivion. It's my favorite. Last expedition is not finished yet. Yay. So phosphorus I don't really... Oh, right, I used phosphorus to make a farm for selenium. Lithium is going to be a pain in the ass if I ever want to make another lithium farm. It's at the bottom of the ocean. So if I ever want to make a bottom of the ocean on an ocean planet, if I ever want to make a bottom of the ocean base, this would be the best starting off point. So don't want to get rid of that. Newbie base is kind of a joke at this point. Could get rid of that one. Yeah. I don't know. It has sentimental value. Sentimental meaning to me. It was one of the first real bases I made, where I like put a bunch of design into it and put a bunch of decorations and stuff. And I decided that was going to be my home planet before one of the updates changed it to something very bad. But then it got changed to something else in a different update. The planet itself, it was a beautiful planet, then it got turned to shit. Then it got turned back to a nice planet, but with some changes. So, is what it is. But it was my first base, and I put so much detail into it at one point that I couldn't get back to the base because the game would crash when it was trying to load. So what I had to do was land very far away from the base and slowly walk up to the base. And I mean like that. so that it could have a chance to load each thing in there. And then when I got there, I just started deleting shit. So it is a fraction of what it used to be. And I did make it to be sort of a newbie base, but one of the things that's nice for it is basically this room, where you can go up and I mean, you could restock on all kinds of shit by just going through these and collecting. These ones I don't think you get anything from. Yeah, I set them down to check and see if later on they spawn something, but no, they just open and close. I also have the stomach rumble. I also have these. That require the Atlas Pass. I was gonna make a second room, like the one over there. These kind of bug me. I mean, it's nice that you can go in and just collect them like that, but in terms of quantity, you can't beat this. And you can't make this anymore. I decided to test to see what would happen if I picked one of them up, to see if I could just relocate it or duplicate it, and the answer is no. The one I picked up was no longer able to be put down. I had to delete it. But I don't care about these plants. So it's fine. So I have these and I can't delete these. Otherwise I will never get them back. So I can't update this section of my freighter. Which is unfortunate. I did update the hallways though. But this can collect here the same room space. I can collect multiple of these. So, I mean, you can go up to the walls though and collect carbon. And it is prettier. I like the aesthetic more. But the domes are definitely the best one. Because you can plant 6 plants and just walk up to the center and collect all of them at once. Goodbye. Put some of this away. I have lots of stuff. This is the most expensive item of the game. A stack of 20 sells for 312 million. Of course, you can see under that it says 15.6 million per unit. And I can make 80 per day. 80 of them every 16 hours. I don't know why that doesn't have a full thing. Hey! Get over there. Oh well, let's how about a hubba max? Hold on, kind of bubbly boo. Oh. I wanted to give this to one of my friends, but they're currently upset and don't want to talk to me. Whatever floats their boat. Whatever. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 shit. Oh, I can put this over here now. Yeah, free up space. I like to carry around most of the elements so that whenever I come across something that says it wants a specific element, I don't have to go find it. I could just have it and deposit. Some of them appear to be low though. And all these oxygens are here for the purpose of turning them into carbon and then into condensed carbon. These sell for $1 a piece. So I'm not worried about that. I think another thing I'm not able to build on here anymore is this. The previous base. Yep. But I just deleted a whole bunch of bases. So there should be a bunch of materials for me to collect from all the bases I just deleted that took a lot of materials to make, as evident by all the stuff I could take out of this to be compensated for all the stuff I deleted. On the bright side, I didn't actually need any of the stuff I was deleting. This is my captain's quarters. Look at that little squishy. You can do it! Look at him go. Time marches on. It turns a common footpath into a gouge in the earth. Man, it's been forever since I made this. There's so many more things I could add to it now. I don't even know where to start. So many new things. None of these were here when I made this. None of that. None of this. I think the flags, at least some of the flags were there. These weren't here. The freighter stuff. These lights weren't here. Bunch of this stuff wasn't. Okay. So much of this wasn't here before when I decided to decorate this room. Oh yeah, I just remember about this thingy. I'm curious how it works. Oh, construction limit. Man, fuck you. Why can't I add construction to my own fucking base that is already... Is it a glitch or something? Or is it that picky about how many bases I can have? Or what the fuck is happening? I've had this many bases before, and it didn't have a problem. In fact, I deleted bases before to get down to an amount similar to this. It's just being salty. It just has a problem with streamers, VTubers or something, I don't know. I'll blame it on that. Because that's totally believable, right? Yeah, yes, yeah, totally. How much space do I have? Probably not enough for... Should get rid of these. That'll free up space. Yeah. Wub wub. I can sell a bunch of stuff from that. Anyway. Black market. Oh right, this system's in a black market. No, or the pirate system. See, I don't remember if I need this, or this. I don't remember if I needed it for what it's for. If it was for a mission or what the I don't know. So I don't want to delete it in case I need it. Okay, this says the Alice will recognize this seed. So I guess I need to go. But memories of it, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I finished that quest line. And I got the hyperdrives for it. Wub wub wub. Ich weiß nicht. I believe I have some extra resources in my other ship. That was my main ship before the Corvettes. There it is. Transferred them over to here. Got this from the expedition. So far I haven't seen any swarm things outside the expedition. I guess maybe it was limited to that, which would be weird because the way it described the expedition, it said it was going to permanently change some things, like the space anomaly. Actually, I don't remember if it said permanently. I know it said it would change it. I did kind of get used to using a regular ship again, though. Because the expedition wouldn't let you use Corvettes. made me sad. Especially since my Corvette is very powerful. And I worked hard on it. Too bad I didn't collect the radium, sulfurine, and nitrogen from the farms that I deleted before I deleted them. That way I wouldn't have to come back to these a bit later to collect some more to refill my stockpile. Oh well. It's where it is. Sulfurine. I mean, it makes almost 1,500 per hour. And it goes up by 25, I think. Or 250. At a time. So math would suggest I only have to come back and probably less than 15 minutes. I'm pretty full on pyrite. I noticed it's also been glitching and not showing them actually going away. Like, well, it's showing them. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it's gone. They're gone. They're just not shown gone. Alright. First level finished. Second level. It's the exact same layout. I could triple up. But half the time I don't even collect them. I just have it as an option for me to as something to do. My settlements, I completely forgot about those. I should go check them out. And see if one of them is fixed. Because it glitched and I'm not able to build the building that it wants me to build. Because there's nothing, there's no terminal for me to use. So it's just there and blocking up the ability to grow my settlement. If it's not fixed, then I'm just gonna have to start a new one. Leave that settlement and find a different. Radon and cobalt. I do feel kind of bad for if I have any fans and they like my content and we're hoping for more of my content. I feel bad because at the current rate, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It might happen, I don't know. To be determined. But at the moment, doesn't seem likely. I don't need the full 300 or 30,000. I still think Starbulb is the stingiest plant on this. The farmable plant, at least. During one of the updates, they reduced the amount of Starbulb you get from each plant. It's the same amount that you get from Mordite. Actually, no, I think... No. Yeah, now I think Mordite is the stingiest. Because previously, part of the factor was that I couldn't get a paraffinium farm. But I think they added that as a possibility during this last expedition because now I have one. In fact, I found several possible ones that I could do. And I almost left without picking up radon. See, that's one of the problems with this new setup. I don't see this sitting there and I overlook it. Because at the other end of the hall, you can see the storage container. But from here, you can't. So I forget about it. Yeah. I couldn't put my third farm in the same solar system. Ideally, I would like to have a solar system that has all 6 planets that I need, or that I want. But every time I go to a solar system that has 6 planets, there's always one of them doubled up. I think I wrote it down or something. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know. I need a hot planet. I need a hot planet, a cold planet, radioactive, toxic. Hot, cold, radioactive, toxic. Desert. And no atmosphere, basically. To get the ones that I want. But I always find them doubled up on at least one of the 6 planets. You like what I did here to symbolize that this is where the nitrogen is? See? Yellow. This one has paraffinium as the secondary resource. which I don't currently need paraffinium. You don't need paraffinium for all that. Well, I don't need it at this stage in my playthrough. I'm very late game. I mostly needed it to expand these farms, but I couldn't really farm it effectively. Now I can, and I've expanded the farm, so I no longer need it for the purposes I did before. But maybe I'll need it again later. At the very least, I could use it to make more ferrite dust, which I can then use to make metal plating, instead of just buying every last excuse me. I used to go system to system buying all the metal plating so I wouldn't have to collect ferrite dust to make it. Because you can't directly farm ferrite dust or carbon. And I was too lazy to try to think of an alternative at the time. So every time I did these farms, I would go flying in my ship and just blow up a bunch of trees until I collected enough carbon. Which was stupid because using the mining laser on my multi-tool would have collected more than blowing stuff up with the trees. Or blowing stuff up with the ship. Would have gotten more faster and wouldn't have to awkwardly fly up and down to try to hit the ground. Pretty sure that's all of them. So now I can make this part does take some time. I think I measured it at 10 or a little over 10 minutes. Could be wrong. No, let's go to the oxygen ferrite farm, or ferrite outpost. That way, if I need to make anything extra, it'll be there, or I'll have plenty of refiners to make it, or to collect the appropriate resources. I feel like I've done a pretty good job of continuously talking without showing off my disorders. So that's nice. I bet it's nowhere near as entertaining. I feel like I was a lot more entertaining when I was being unhinged. More chaotic energy. I feel like I was a lot more entertaining then. Lots and lots. I believe I need more pure ferrite. I think I need another stack of it. Because I believe it takes 8,000 for for 8,000 to make 40 fusion igniters. Luckily, it doesn't take that long. I added these to show if these locations are being used, so I don't have to keep going back and forth to check and make sure that these refiners are full or done being used or whatever. And I have 3 different spots because you can only have these, 2 of these and 3 of these within a certain distance of each other. What should I do? Whoop, 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 whoop. We could do oxygen, carbon. Let's just do carbon. It takes a lot longer. Condensed carbon. I shall make thee. How we doing? Pure ferrite. Let's see. I like to start with these ones, typically, because they take the most amount of space. Or at least that's the logic I was using before. But maybe I should start with these instead. Because the final products don't take up the most amount of space. The materials to make them take up the most amount. Ba-da-dum, 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 bum, 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 bum. Check my straight jacket. I feel like if I'm not gonna be unhinged as much anymore, I probably don't need a straight jacket. It feels a little out of place. Because I'm not being a crazy mofo. But that was more of a side benefit rather than the real reason I made a straitjacket for my avatar. My VTuber model has a straitjacket because I've always wanted a straitjacket, and being confined like that feels comforting for me. That sort of thing. So it wasn't chosen because I planned to be unhinged. I chose it because it's what I wanted. And what I've wanted for a long time. And it made it unique to me. It ran out of space. Here we go. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go, much more space. Which is good, because now I don't have any other option but to choose those ones. Oof, still not a lot of space though. I could shove it over my ship though. Now to click this, 160. Well, let's check up on this. Here we go. Now 160 times for each of these. Because it takes twice the amount of these. So if I want to make 80, I have to make 100 and if I want to make 80 fusion igniters, I have to make 160 of each of these. I actually sat down and did math for all of this. Which is probably why some people are making fun of me for doing this instead of the activated indium farms. Who's laughing now? I think I'll forever find that funny. I got to hear the reaction of one person who has had an activated indium farm for their source of money, only to find out now that it's basically worthless. And I do get where they're coming from, because it takes a lot less time to collect resources like that than it does to make these. But again, the prices don't change on this one. It doesn't fluctuate during any of the updates. The only thing that might fluctuate is how many plants I have to have in order to make it. Because after one of the updates, I did have, or I think 2 times I've had to adjust my farms to produce the amount of plants needed. But the price of the final product never changed. I need 10 more. But that leaves me with very little room. Ship, I choose you. There we go. Ironically, I had been thinking of different types of content stuff I could start doing for content, or different things I could start doing for content creation. But they're gonna take effort and time, and I'm currently not wanting to do any of that. I just find it ironic that I figured out, because for quite a while I was trying to figure out what else I could do. What other content I could create? What other things could I do as a streamer, content creator? What did I want to do with my life? And now I'm questioning it all. I'm like, I'll put those on hold. If I end up going back to how I was doing streaming before this, then it should be fine. I can just pull those out then. Like, I actually came up with long-form content. Long-form videos that I was gonna try to do. Because I basically only made shorts so far. And I felt like making long format videos would be very helpful. I just always struggled on figuring out what exactly I wanted to make. feel like eventually I'm gonna have to go back to being unhinged, QuinPolar. It's the only version of me I can successfully do long term. I just need to get over this recent crap. Figure out a better balance between streaming and real life where I can maintain control in real life and let loose on stream and not let them bleed over into each other. Well, I mean, controlling myself could bleed over into the streaming. That would be fine. But letting loose completely out in the real world is very fucking far from fine. There's a reason I hide it, except for on stream. Oof, I need 2 more. Which I'm guessing means 200. How much do we got? There we go, that'll do it. There we are. Two more rounds of 80. I kind of wish that I could just hold down the button and they just steadily go up and then rapidly go up to increase the number rather than individually pushing it every single time. But still, it's faster than either of the alternatives. And there we go. Now I have over 1 billion. And depending on which solar system you're in and which terminal you go to sell them, they could be higher or lower. Let's find out how this one is. This one is plus 1.7. Nice. So I'd get 1,269,835,904. Nice. This is an experiment. Okay, we're gonna screenshot that. And we're gonna sell it. Next up, we're gonna collect this. We're gonna collect these because sometimes it glitches and I no longer have my resources. If I leave and come back, then we're gonna go to the gold, my gold farm, and see how much I get from that. My gold is currently set up to accumulate 24 hours worth. All the supply depots I set up to collect easily all hold 24 hours worth of gold. So what I make in 24 hours is what each of them have. And now we're going to compare how much I make from that. And then I guess I'll do a little bit of math to see what it would take to compare to the fusion igniters. So it makes 25 200,000 per day. And they should be 300 and something per gold. Eight times 25 is a bigger number. I think it makes 200,000. That's what I think I set it up for. And let's find out. Alright, where's my gold? Yep, 200,000. Holy shit. Look at the difference. 61,359,124. What did I do? Nope, don't want to share it. That is a big difference. And there is no rational way for me to build more to this farm to compete with that. Because even if I make it 10 times bigger, which I'm not sure I can, it would be less than half of this. Oh, never mind. Demand -13. Okay, let's find a better place to get rid of these and see if that makes a big difference. See how much more of a difference that makes. Let's give it a fair fight. Because -13% is pretty big. That's a bigger number than what I normally see for that. So let's try. I don't think this is in the same system as any of these other ones. I think I have a lot in this system. Although systems don't matter for what we're doing. We'll go back to this one. Stretch. Stretchity, stretchity, stretch, stretch. Stretch Armstrong. Neil Armstrong. Adjust. Bum bum be dum bum bum yo mama. I do feel better after talking all this much. Because normally I sit in silence and just fester in my thoughts. And recently I've just been gathering more and more frustration and feelings of defeat. Especially from fucking Sand, Raiders of Sophie. I'm real sick and tired of them fucking players. -16%. What the fuck? Why is gold so negative? Why is activated indium so negative? Okay, maybe if I just do basic math to find out. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Oh, no, not that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What am I even counting for? I'm counting, so I'm counting, and then I'm gonna put it in a calculator. Why don't I just put the base number, each units, and then multiply it by how much I know there is, making things more difficult than they need to be. Typical. So that's 353? Fuck, my eyesight's bad. Yeah, right. 353. That's why it's 3 million and almost. Okay, yeah, so okay. Then multiply that by 200,000. It's 200,000. Okay, so still it's 70.6 million. So that negative 13 didn't change all that much. I mean, it's a lot, but doesn't compare. You know what? Let's move some of it. In case I want to make some bases with solar panels. Not that I can make bases right now anyway. The game's being salty. It didn't change. I sold the fusion igniters. What the fuck? It did change slightly. It went up by 24 million? What mathematical sense does that make? Six. And then I sold the gold, and it still has the same prices it had before I sold the gold. I didn't get it in. I got ripped off. What the fuck? If I buy something. Buy one metal plate. Wait, how much is it? 1,039.
Product received.
Fuck you! That's horse shit. That ain't even bullshit, that is horse shit. Whale shit if you want to have extra shit. That is horse shit though.
Technology recharge.
I need to get rid of that because I don't fucking need it.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I suppose I do have use for no, I don't have use for dioxide because I got this bitch now. I got a fuck ton of that. Dioxide would be helpful in creating more frost shards. I think that's why I had it as a farm. And same for phosphorus. Phosphorus is used to make solarium, ammonia for fungal mold. Hiccup. uranium for gamma weed, which I don't use. Paraffinium for star bulb, which I have a star bulb farm here now. But if I wanted to make more star bulb, I could also just use the farms that I have set up for the fusion igniters, because they have a shit ton. I believe I have a full farm for most of the plants, except for Basium and Mordite. I was going to build one of each of those, but I was deciding on which base I wanted to build. It doesn't matter at the moment. Construction limit reached. Because fuck you. So base building and working on my bases is currently out of the question. Settlement. What the? This one is named Blessed Cake Shake because it has a lot of blessings, and it wouldn't let me say Tushy. The original name of the place looked very much like Tushy, but when I actually spelled out Tushy, the game censored it, prevented it. Of course, I meant ass, but I thought Tushy would be accepted by the game instead of censorship on something like ass or booty. And it wouldn't let me. It had to censor the grandma version of ass. So I went with Blessed Cake Shake. I think Woggleton is the one that is having trouble with the construction. And they're all under attack. So bring it. I'll unleash my new rifle upon you. I think the autophage are my favorite species. Not entirely sure why. Alright, bring on the creatures. Biological horror detected! You don't really have to kill them though, do you? I mean, they keep spawning for a set amount of time. Oh, it does say, okay, I need to kill at least 6 more. But it typically keeps going afterwards. It's not, the number's not going down. What the fuck? Okay, now it went down. That was weird. See, you don't have to fucking kill them all. They lied to me. %% want landing pad and 57 want machinery unit. Well, joke's on you. It's not up to you. Oh. Let's see. Does this place already have a what the hell is it? Yes, it does. It has 1. So I guess I can do it. Yeah, we'll go with utility module, maybe? Yeah. There we go. Now let's see if this construction will fucking work. I was building up these settlements with by upgrading the buildings I already had, but I noticed it didn't change the overall rating even when I got them to S. So I'm thinking if I want to get these up to S class, or these settlements to S class, I need to expand them. And you can't expand them and improve the buildings at the same time. It's one or the other. So, improving the buildings is on hold except for one of the settlements. Phase 1. Unless it's been enough time for Phase 1 to be out of debt. In which case, I'm fine with it. Expanding more. Did I just hit Woggleton? Maybe. Possibly. Who knows? We'll find out. I believe Woggleton is a blue planet. So that'll be a tip-off. Oh, wow. Whoop. Kiggly Wiggly! This is Woggleton. So it can't kill my people. And it seems to be a matter of time rather than amount killed. So what if I don't kill any? Especially since it still doesn't have the fucking terminal. So I might as well sell this place. But I did manage to get... okay, so it would need to be Gek. I did manage to get one settlement per species. So if I replace it, I should get a Gek. Gek settlement. But all these S-class and A-class... There's more A-classes than I thought I had. There should be S's. What the hell? Okay, so now I don't feel as bad about ditching this one and going to a different one. You don't have to fight them at all. It's a lie. They lied to me. Sure, let's take a peek. I'm gonna commission the work. Go for it. Instructions sat my ass. Can't do nothing with it. It's off, you grubby little finger. Okay, so I have Korvax, Viking, and Dervish. Time to go save Concord by doing nothing. Because it's entirely based on time. I don't know how many I'd have to kill and how fast I'd have to kill them in order to have it register that 6 of them fucking died. We saw last time. It said 6, kill 6 of them, and then killed like, I don't know how many, but I killed more than 1, and it eventually lowered down to 5. After multiple kills, it said, you know what, we'll count it as 1. It's like fucking GameStop. This is worth $60, and I'll give you 4. Best I could do is you owe me $50. Look at all those S's. And an A. Nice. But all those S's. And this bitch is not an S-class settlement. It has one negative feature, which since I have all 3 of these full, the next positive one, wait, no. I don't know. It'll probably be 2? I forgot how those work. But look at that. They got 101% happiness. Max population. Productivity over 1 million. Maintenance 88,000. It's a cash farm. Sentinel alert level 1%. And it's not all these S-class buildings. It's not S rank. There it is. Fine, we're gonna. That's 1 dead. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Oh, at 12 it goes. Oh, and it went down by. Okay. At 12 it went down to 5, and then it went down to 4, and then it subsided. Because fuck you. That's why. Expedite labor pads. How much is this one? Oh, right. We just looked at it. Shit ton of money. Show me the money. And then we go to... And I would upgrade the remaining building right now, but that reduces the odds of them letting me build a new building on the next round. Because why not? Autophage. I think I got it over the hump last time I messed with it. So, given enough time, it should have worked off the debt. Well, I don't know if it should have worked off the debt, but it shouldn't have increased the debt. I think it had 10 million debt, and I just got it over the negative income. Come to think of it, getting all that stuff to S-Class helped out for expanding, because new buildings, C-Rank, have more maintenance than they do productivity. Now let's check out the maintenance cost for this. I forgot. Skipping doesn't really matter. Look at that productivity. Much better. Much, much, much. Let's check out how it is. Let's see how it is. Gee, I wonder what it says. Okay. Research industrial tech increases productivity, or research camouflage measures decreases sentinel attention. I'm gonna go with productivity, because even if I don't even if the sentinels don't notice us and don't attack us, I still have to fight biological horrors periodically anyway. Oh, I'm no longer dead. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay, cool. So over a month of having it. Oh no, it just increased a bit for that. Okay, but still. Oh, we need more peoples now. Okay, we gon' need to expand houses, which luckily expands faster because it only takes 20 minutes for each. So it says currently streaming 2 hours 12 minutes. So come back probably around 2 hours 20 minutes if I can remember. Good. Alright. So, we're going to get rid of Woggleton. Can I do that without going to Woggleton? Retire as overseer. Where is it right now? It's an A rank, okay. There's not much I could do about it. It's gonna limit my growth significantly. I can't grow anything else in the fucking town. So I can either stay that way or try to find a place that I can go. Preferably a place that is a paradise planet. Aw, look at that little special guy. He doesn't know he's not supposed to fly a ship into the wall. Silly boy. Tricks are for kids. Alright, so I'm gonna want a settlement for Gek. I'm gonna want paradise. So what shall I do? Portal. Which galaxy am I in? I'm in the Elusive Galaxy, okay. Do I want to be in the Elusive Galaxy? Elusive? Whatever the hell it is. Let's go with... Let's go with Kiko. Portal. And we'll pull out my freighter and jump from Gek system to Gek system. Find a nice planet. pull out some stuff to find settlements. That I've had forever that can't really do anything with because the maximum settlement number is 4.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
I did have a S-class settlement. Just one. It was my first one. But I sold it because it was on a planet that sucked. Alright, the thing's over there. It also caused my first, or my stupidity caused my first death in years on that planet. Because I was standing outside and I wasn't paying attention. And I left my character outside when I went to go do something else, and I died like 6 times. So everything that had on me was gone. Because it was a very hostile planet. Okay, let's find one. Yeah, my fucker goes over 5,000 miles. Let's find a nicer one. Let's be picky. You can pick your nose and you can pick your friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose. You have to let them be who they are and pick it themselves. I think I want the economy to be 3 stars. Yeah, man. Show me the get can do stuff. I do also want to go to some pirate systems and start collecting more modules, modules to increase my abilities even further. Oh, wait. Where'd it go? There it is. Alright, what's this system look like? Looks like 3 planets. No moons. Hopefully it has a nice pretty planet. You gotta be picky when you're making your settlements. I wasn't picky when I first made them. And now they're on shit planets, or they're on decent planets, and the ones that I have aren't decent planets, but they do have storms. Which now that I've upgraded my hazard protection significantly, it's fine. I probably won't die, or I definitely won't die on those planets. Hot planet, frost planet. Desert planet. Swing and a miss. We are making settlement. We want home. We want peaceful. We want lovely. We want beautiful. We want everything. Fill out the paperwork and say everything. What do you want on your sandwich? Everything, damn it. Fill it up. Oh, wait. I thought I saw one. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Ooh, this one has lots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. I think 6 is the max per system. So back to my earlier thing of wanting to find 6 different planets in one system. It has to be pretty specific. any duplicates, and it's a no-go for the ultimate I'm building all my bases here thing. Round 2. Toxic? Radiation. Right? Yeah, radiation. Dead planet. Dead planet. Damn it. Oh well. Desert. Okay. Swing and a miss. Another miss. Lady Luck is chilling in the corner watching me. She doesn't want to help me right now. Which actually feels about right, given recent circumstances. Want in one hand. Defecate profusely in the other. See which feels faster. All that stuff. Corvax. Or maybe I should be hopping from one nice planet to the one nice system to the next, regardless of what species it is, and try to replace all my settlements with beautiful paradise planets. Hey, how's it going? Ah. That sounds like lots of fun. Ooh. You got some place? Well, I'm guessing you have some place to go with Wi-Fi now, because you kind of you have some Wi-Fi now. Probably, I don't know if it's not free now, but I was wondering what happened to you though. I noticed you hadn't showed up, and although I haven't been streaming in quite a while either, I've not been streaming much. I keep having different thoughts and they keep canceling each other out. I don't know if any will make sense anymore. I don't know if it makes sense while I'm talking. But I hope you're doing pretty decent, given the circumstances. 2 radiated planets. See, there's always one duplicate. So I can put almost all my stuff in one system. Oh, there's probably someone with a worse family. Not that it makes your situation better. But sometimes it is nice to know you're not the most fucked person. Controlling what comes out of my mouth. I had a comment, but I don't know how appropriate it is. Actually, I know it's not appropriate because for some reason one of the words is supposed to be a prohibited word on Twitch now, which is dumb in my opinion. I found out a while back that you're not allowed to, the word begins with a V and it means that you have never had sex before. That word is apparently not allowed on Twitch anymore. I don't fully understand why. There are some people that are proud to have that status. but okay. Anyway. I find that highly suspicious, though. How does one only act nice? I don't know a single person in the universe, in this world, that only acts nice and only acts selflessly. Not that that means that you're selfish or self-serving all the time, but just splitting hairs. I do know that most of the time when people say there is no reason for something, there ends up being a reason. Doesn't mean that it's a good reason. Everything's subjective, I suppose. Why don't the Gek have nice systems? I have family like that too. Half of my extended family is like that. Well, I don't know that I go so far as to call them evil, but I wouldn't say that they're as nice as they think they are. I've never put much stock in family of blood relation. Man, I'm not finding any good planets in these good systems. Maybe I should lower the bar. If you want a good family, you have to make your own family. Find people worth a damn. Tell the rest to go fuck themselves. Stick with the family you were given that may or may not suck, or build your own family of people that are there for you and care about you, and you got their back and they got yours. Or you got their back and they got, yeah, like, okay. Families you make are, in my opinion, always better than families you're born into. Which is an easy thing to say with all my chest, because the families you make could also include the families you were born into. So by default, it's better because it's base, or it's equal to or greater than. So, oh, there's two right next to each other? Nice. What are the odds? One of them is, ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm liking this. It's so funny that half of my extended family I've never met or talked to, because they hate me because I don't look like my father as much as I do my mother. My father's side of the family apparently believes I need to look more like him, or otherwise they need to hate me. Which is funny to me, because usually if someone hates you because the way you... Oh, there we go, finally. Usually if someone hates you because the way they look, traditionally it's been because of race issues, not because you're the same race. So it's a rare kind of hate you by the way you look. But all hate is stupid and pointless. Okay, which new olive was something planet? Is it? Nope. I should have chose my Corvette. I can autopilot to any planet I've tagged like that. Oh goodness. That was the one that I've already decided no. Fuck it. We'll go back to my ship and play on my Corvette. Trying to think of the song now. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang wada wada bing bang. Called the witch doctor. Witch doctor told me. Ooh ee ooh ah ah ting tang wada wada bing bang, or something like that. I wish I was drawing a blank on the fucking song. Old ass song. Evan Hawk, take me to where I want to go. Oh, wrong one. There it is. And then I hop back in my chair. I think I see landmass and water. Hopefully mostly landmass. There's an experiment that no one's allowed to know the results of. I'm sure there's multiple like it, but there's multiple experiments that are sealed away that no one's allowed to know the results of. But the one I'm thinking of is this one guy. Goodness gracious, that was a lot for a landing. What was I blasting out fire? What the fuck? Anyway, a guy separated triplets at birth and had them all adopted by separate families, but kept track of all of them. So he did an experiment to see how triplets would grow and if they'd have the triplet bond, even if they didn't know that they were triplets. So they grew up to adulthood without realizing that they had brothers until they just happened to run into each other. You son of a bitch. Well, that's an interesting attack method. Okay, I thought you were gonna bite me or something. Have fun. So this is a paradise planet that has things that want to kill you. I shall continue to look for paradise. A place to make my home with peace. I feel like they're playing fast and loose with the term paradise. Wait a minute. Fuck yeah, they're playing fast and loose with the term. Weather, poison, cyclones. Paradise my ass. You know it would be heaven on earth. Poisonous cyclones. Wi-Fi is king. Hopefully you get much good Wi-Fi. Oh right, there was a planet right next to this one. Or a system right next to this one. Okay, where am I? That one? Yep, this is the one next to it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 with 2 moons. Okay, so yes, another 6. I wish you many tacos and orgasms. For those are the spice of life that give much pleasure and joy. Yeah. Look at the bobblehead. I'm so stuck on the Ick of the Bobway thing. It is forever in my brain. Worm-ridden planet. Have fun. Ah. Okay, paradise. What do you got? Balmy. What the hell does balmy mean? I don't actually know. Whatever. Okay, so it's the big planet with a ring. Welin Tau. Let's see how much of the paradise this truly is. Shit. Oh, I can walk around it. It didn't used to let me do that. So I'd always go through the teleporter backwards. And this is the reason you carry milk on you. Mission start. Mission complete. Pre-product and payment. Another of the exact same. I think they're having glitches. Well, I know they're having glitches. But it seems this is a new one that I haven't seen today. Oh, okay, there it goes. Now it's gone. This is the wizard. The one with the rings. There we go. Oh, it's got a pretty good amount of water. And much, much good land. Assuming the blue is the water. It's not always. whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, it's not immediately storming. That's a good sign. It's looking kind of nice from up here. Let's see if it's pretty, if it's beautiful. I do love me nature. Okay, that's a lot of rock. I'm hoping for more grassy land. Aren't you interesting? Well, aren't you useful too? For combat and health. Wait, what was the other stat? B rank. Yeah, the first creatures on this planet aren't trying to kill me. That's also a good sign. More double S and a B. That's surprising. I shall wander around this place for a bit. You know, while I'm here, might as well collect more of these for next expedition. I am curious if they're going to have this previous expedition again later this year, because they have all the expeditions at the end of the year. So if you miss one, you have another chance to do it. They have all the expeditions back to back at the end of the year. So if you're super lazy, you could also just skip all the expeditions and wait till the end of the year, I suppose. If you want to risk. Because it's possible they might not. And this last expedition was a long one, so I am curious if it was a one-time deal or if they are going to do it again. If they are going to do it again, I'm going to do something slightly different and make even more quality, more nanites. I had a realization for the last expedition about standings. I noticed every time I blew up one of the ships when I was attacking the freighters that my standing would go down by 1 for each ship I destroyed, freighter or tiny ship. And I didn't fully realize that the standing increase only increases by 1 as well. And the ability to knock it down by 1 is dramatically easier than building it up by 1. So if, say, some dumbass managed to get negative 3,000 standing, it'd be damn hard for him to change that. What the hell? Interesting. Like a hentai tumbleweed. Maybe? Yeah, hentai tumbleweed. streamers say the darndest things. But I did think that one out and decide it's fine. That comment would be fine. Oh, right, switch this. That's not too wild, I don't think. I'm not liking how a lot of this doesn't appear to have grassy. It seems to be pretty rocky. Which is weird for me to say now that I think about it, because I've been playing sand a lot. But I'm currently taking a break from that because I am so tired of other players. Oh, these group of players, these fucking players. You see, I was kind enough to let them extract. I waited my turn at a distance so that they would feel safe and not rushed. So they extracted their vehicle, and as I looked through my binoculars, I noticed they didn't get on with their vehicle. But I also noticed that the place that they had to go to reach the rope to go up with their vehicle was hard to get to. So I thought they screwed up and they couldn't reach the rope. So they couldn't extract with their vehicle. So instead of starting to move after the vehicle left, I waited, because if you miss that chance, you can just activate the beacon again, and then you can leave. So I patiently waited so that they wouldn't think I was coming up to kill them. I didn't want to make them think I was threatening in any way. I was just minding my own business, waiting so that I can leave, hopefully just as peacefully as I was letting them leave. However, they decided to steal my fucking ride instead and kill me. And I was able to respawn twice during this process. And the whole time that I was doing this, they kept saying, "Nice try, bro. Nice try, bro." What the fuck do you mean, nice try, bro? Saying it like you think you're better than me because you took advantage of my kindness and killed me when I wasn't even fighting back? What the fuck nice try you think you're talking about? Nice try, bro. I wasn't trying to be a cunt. Wish I could say the same about you. Jackasses. And after I collected lots of nice stuff, too bad. Ironically, I mean, the whole thing is fucking ironic because I let them leave. And that's not just me being cocky, or it could have been, or theoretically I could have killed. No, their vehicle couldn't move anymore. It was waiting for extraction. It couldn't move. They could fire back. They could man the cannons and fire back at me. But I had 2 full minutes to blow up their reactor, which was facing me. I had 2 full minutes to kill them and take everything they owned. And they couldn't do shit about it. If I wanted to, I could have ended their fucking expedition personally. Instead, I let them leave with all their stuff. And they killed me for it and stole all my stuff. Nice try, bro. My ass. There's nothing good or valid. Nothing makes you look good when you take advantage of someone's kindness and fucking fuck them over royally. There's no nice try. There's no good job. There's no you feel proud of yourself. It's just you're just being a piece of shit. And of course, it was on the same day that the servers were glitching, and I managed to lose a lot of good things. A lot of my hard work. I lost a lot of materials and items and good shit. I lost a lot of it simply by trying to play the game because the servers were fucked up. When you spawned in, none of your items were there. They were all gone. And then you couldn't extract. And I thought it was something I did wrong when I was loading up. So we tried again, and it failed. It did the same damn thing. And later on, to see if they fixed it, I tried with a much cheaper build. I barely used any resources on that one, just so that I could try it. So when I lost that, it wasn't a big loss. But it still did cost some resources. So I lost a shit ton that day. And I was not even breaking even, but I was getting closer to even when I was trying to extract there. And they fucked me over. In fact, they almost ended that file. If I didn't have enough stuff stored in my inventory that I could sell it to acquire the resources I needed to make another trampler. If I didn't have enough in storage that I could sell, I would have lost that entire file and had to make a new one. To the best of my knowledge. That or wait for a friend to have me join and then hope for the best using their trampler. That was the only solution I came up with for that. Because I thought about it for a while, because I didn't want to sell all of my shit so that I could continue on with asshats like that. But I know how much of it is my fault. I'm not going to pretend that I couldn't have done stuff different. I wouldn't have done anything different. Or I couldn't have done anything different while being a good person. Because I didn't realize they left one of their teammates behind. In fact, I didn't even realize I was on a small group server. I thought I was on a solo server. So the fact that there were 3 of them and I didn't even know it sealed my fate early on. Because they saw me coming in the distance and had one person hop off. Because I looked around constantly and I didn't see any of them approaching me. There was one by the extraction, there was one heading off to a ship off to the side. And that was it. And then I started hearing, and then when I turned around and started leaving, because I was getting suspicious, I heard somebody attacking my ship from down below. So the third guy was already by my ship. He was already by my trampler, and I don't know when, because he didn't sneak across while I was looking. He didn't come across from the extraction point, so he had to have popped off before the extraction and followed up. So they premeditated this shit. And there was another trampler in the far distance that was watching, and he was going to wait for them to go and then wait for me to go. Because he was patiently waiting. I could see that. So part of me hopes that that guy came and avenged me, but I wouldn't blame him if he didn't. But he definitely got confirmation that I was waiting patiently and then got attacked. Because that's not hard to see from that distance. Okay, this planet seems to be good. I haven't had any storms or anything like that. I almost completely forgot that that's what I was doing. But since that's the case, I mean, good. I haven't had any creatures try to kill me. The weather hasn't killed. I haven't seen an overabundance of those hazard plants. Shut up. Anyway. Perfect timing, right? Haven't seen an overabundance of that. Turn around, there's multiple. Okay, well, fuck you too. Thank you. I feel better. I feel better about venting on those 3 fuckers that took advantage of my kindness and fucked me over. I feel better letting that out. I had said multiple times that I'd want my content to not just be me coming in and complaining about stuff. But it does feel good to be able to get stuff like that off your chest. And it's not I suppose it's unrealistic to think that you're gonna go live and every time just have good shit. You don't crap rainbows. I don't crap rainbows. Life's not perfect. Eventually, there's gonna be some stuffs. Alright. Let's find settlements. Let's put it in the soup. What the fuck? I don't recall asking your opinion, Artifact. Watch it show up on a different fucking planet. Good news, everyone. It's on the planet I am. The Zushi Dart has better landing equipment for getting up and down multiple times, so I won't have to use Life Alert. I better not be getting sick. I don't want to deal with sick. I don't want to deal with all the shit I already deal with. Hello, new settlement. Will you be nice and be my happy new place? What the heck? Oh, the buildings haven't loaded in yet. I think. I know. Lots of glitches today, huh? Where is town center? Right there. At least I can see that there is in fact, a terminal. That's not the terminal. Shows what I know. Absolutely fucking nothing. That's not the fucking... There it is. There we go. Now let's build it. God damn. Now let's build... I am getting sick, aren't I? Shit. I have to give them Geknip. Okay, that's Nip Buds. But if you think I don't have catnip up in this bitch. Okay, I was about to say I better fucking have it. I keep getting rid of the excess ones. Gag settlement replaced. Really? That's how my voice is gonna be now? I don't think I've ever had an instant sick like this where I can audibly hear the difference in my voice. What the fuck? Or maybe I just cough into sore throat. It doesn't hurt when I talk. It's just fuck. I don't. Why? I don't understand. I don't know. Okay, where is the settlement place? Where is my overseer's office? Overseer's office. Talk normal, you weirdo. Stupid throat. Well, that's a good sign. Oh. Taco. Well, I had it for a second. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. Where the fuck is the thing? Where the thing is the fuck? Gee, I'd love to help you get out of debt. If only there was a place I could go to do it.
Warning.
I just got it. What? This is a paradise planet. I just got here. I just got this place. And I fucking walked around it. I confirmed. This is a nice place. Bunch of assholes. There's my ship. Gonna pretend that I'm not getting. I'm probably just stressed out. Not sick, but just stressed out stuff. Probably. Does this? Is it seriously getting worse? God damn it. I'm dealing with a bunch of shit right now. You know, it'd be better if I suddenly got sick. This is the most real time I've ever seen myself getting like this. So I feel like it has to be like in my head or something. It's too perfect, too well timed. The brain is a weird thing. In your head, you're fine. I noticed that the count for pirate ships was off there. I think I blew up 3 and it said that there were 9. Well, where's the overseer's office? If you would be so kind as to show me where it is, I could start making your settlement a better place. It would also make me feel better. Figuratively speaking. Or hypothetically. Metaphorically. It's not here, is it? God damn. Maybe it's... No, okay. I was gonna say maybe it was just stuff in my throat that I just coughed up, but nope. Alright. If I am sick, I am gonna fucking love that I have this filmed. Cause that's fucking epic. I don't see the... Does the overseer's office not exist right now? Where the hell is it? I see you're in debt. If you would like to let me help you, I would. Screw it. Let's increase it. Let's just work on... No, let's work on the debt problem first. We'll do agriculture. That's usually a pretty good cash grab. Or turnover from upkeep to productivity. I mean, shit, the autophage settlement was basically the same upkeep, but by the time it reached S rank, it was over 100,000. I can't upgrade it, I just realized, son of a bitch. The overseer terminal will alert you when... But where's the terminal? Did I just take over a settlement I can't actually use? What the hell? Maybe I just have to wait and then have it tell me to come back or something. I don't know. Can be upgraded. How? Let me upgrade you then. There's no fucking way I'm sick. I was talking fine at the beginning of this. It's been 3 hours and 11 minutes, which means I need to go back and check on that other place. There's no fucking way I'm sick. I refuse to accept it. gotta be in my head. Now where's my ship? There's my ship. I suppose I logically should sign off now, huh? Guess it doesn't sound like it's any better. I'm not sick, it's in my head. And nose and throat. But that's related to my head. So yeah. I'm not sick. Sigh right, you bastard. No wheezy sigh, like actually fucking put out the air. Don't be a little bitch. There's a pirate system. I just remember that. Let's go to the space station. Life hack. If you're not talking as loud as you think you should be, try talking louder. Move the mic closer. Yeah, there we go. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Now, I may not be intelligent. I may not be smart. That's all I got. There's no fucking way I'm this. There's no fucking way I'm sick. You don't go sick that fast. I was sitting there venting about stuff, perfectly fine, and then no. You don't get it like that. You don't work that fast. Fuck you. This isn't a pirate system. I knew that from the beginning. Why did I do this? I'm an idiot. I'm so stupid. Well, what happens if I teleport there? Because it should put... It should put me in the overseer's office when you teleport there. So let's see what happens. It's gotta be this one. Warp to New Vidnov. Sounds Russian. Russian. Roar. Fear my roar. Roar. Are you gonna pop me out? You popped me out of the sad thing, didn't you? You certainly did. I burped. For some reason I thought that after I burped, I would say I burped and it would sound perfectly normal. In my head that made sense. Cause I'm gonna burp and it'll magically show that I'm not sick. Oh, I just remember why I summoned my freighter up there. So I could hop in the portal and go back to my autophage settlement. Because I remembered that the thing was only gonna last 20 minutes for the upgrading thing. And what the... Move forward, you bitch. There we go. And it's been over 20 minutes. In fact, I just realized I did math wrong when I planned my 20 minutes before. Because I remember it was 2 hours and 11 minutes into the stream. And then I said I'd wait 20 minutes, and I said, so that's 2 hours and 20. That's missing. That's a 10 increase, not a 20 increase. And then I went on to complain about other math. Or wait, no, I complained about math before, or I questioned math before. I don't know. At some point, I questioned the logic of some people's math during this. Said the math's not working right. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, see, so his last message, the last message from the last chatter was at 3:30 my time. It is currently 4:09 in my time. That means within the past fucking 30 minutes, my voice turned to shit. I started sniffing and sounded sick. That's bullshit. It don't happen like that fast. I refuse to accept it. I'm not sick, you're sick. Or something. I don't know. What did I upgrade here? That's not sick related. I'm ADHD. Leave me alone. I still like that I thought a burp would magically fix whatever this is. Because it's not sick. I refuse to accept it. It's a myth. Sickness isn't real. Chlorine. Oh, fuck that. I'd rather just summon my ship. There we go. Now let me pull it out of my ship. There it is. Why are you highlighted? What do you want? You make no sense. Quit being highlighted and bouncy. Why are you highlighted and bouncy? Just sit down, chill. You're not even used as a component for anything that has to do with what's going on right now. What are you doing? Sit down and be good. Be a good boy. Be a good little carbon nanotube. Can I talk to these guys and increase my standings and learn language stuffs from them? View settled detail. I don't care about that. Communication extremely poor. Natural swagger. Outstanding. Noteworthy abilities. Welding. Personal inventory. Personal swap. Assorted unidentifiable matter. Current satisfaction level 48%. This could be me. These are my stats. Yeah. My man, Pioneer Giliodor. My man. Giliodor. Atlantic Beef Dip the Third. I'm not sick, this is how I always sound. Yeah. Change output. I don't want that. I want that. Class B leisure building. Okay, salvage glass is it's it's what I can use to get the Sentinel stuffs, and I want to collect more of it. So the fact that I can make it on my settlements finally makes my settlement creating something worth a damn. Because I've never really... the settlements making stuff hasn't really benefited me all that much, in my opinion. So it pulls into question why I keep working on the settlements if they don't benefit me whatsoever. Why not? Fuck it, why not? But yeah, that means they can give me a solid supply of something I actually want. How much did it say makes it in a day? Find out. It makes one every day. One every day, 2 hours. Fair enough. Possibly, if I upgrade it more, maybe I can get even more. Leisure building. Okay, what's a leisure building? I'm guessing not a house. Probably something you do for leisure. Maybe a fishing building. All of these obviously aren't it if they're rank B, because otherwise I'd be able to make it right now. It's a luxury housing habitat. Okay. What time is it? I know it hasn't been long, but I didn't pay attention when I started it. Oh, it's been almost 5 minutes. So, at 3 hours, 40 minutes, I should be able to come back and finish that upgrade. Oh, why am I tired now? I'm not sick. Building construction site. Oh right, that one only took 20 minutes too. My voice is not getting worse. I'm not sick. I refuse to accept that. Turnabout was way too fast. Talk normal. You're not sick. Talk normal. Not sick. Why are you yawning? I'm tired. I'm not sick. Shut up, nose. Look away, I'm sick. Actually, enough stress can make you sick, so it would logically make sense if I am sick. But I'm not sick. Wait, I didn't start that recently. So that's been going this whole time. Okay. That explains why they don't have a thing wanting me to build something. Alright. Probably. Okay, so that selection is unique to the autophage. Which means that these have each species has their own, potentially has their own possible things to make. Which I didn't notice before. Because I'm so intelligent. Okay, I might not be feeling so well. But I'm not sick. I'm just tired for no reason. And voice changed because I'm in reverse puberty. I don't fucking know. Something. I'm doing some math in my head. And I'm seeing some things that point to the likelihood of causing sickness. Okay, I might be sick, I don't know. Like I'm supposed to know what the fucking thing. Collect fines, send to prison, let off with the wording. Publicly shame. Publicly shame sounds fun. Why not? Who knows, you might have deserved it. If not, it'll only make you stronger. It improves happiness by 3. Do I need improvement? Okay, cool. That's pretty decent numbers. It's haunted and uncultured. Blessed by it. Blessed. Thought I had more blessings. Did some of them get knocked off or something? Either way, that's still nice. So we're haunted and uncultured. It's always something, isn't it? Alright, let's see what the options are. This one is dirt. And it has portable reactor instead of the other thing. The quantum computer. I'm liking the autophage the most. In terms of things that could benefit me. In terms of which species I like the most, it's still the autophage. It's still my favorite. Oh, there be ring settlement now. Yay! No longer sea. Even if I am sick, it's wild. Fucking turn around so fast. What if I tried deeper? Deeper voice doesn't sound any more natural, does it? Sounds like I'm trying too hard to try to make country or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not logical. Fuck it, for all you know, I normally sound like this. And it's natural to cough. At any persistency, or frequency, or I don't fucking know, one of those things. You're tired of it. What the fuck? Oh, great, another thing. Correctional seminars. That sounds mean. Wait, am I back to normal? Normal! Fuck yeah! Told you I wasn't sick. I knew it. Unless it's gonna be a fucking... Unless... Don't you fucking dare go back to... You're fine. All in your head. You're not sick. Told you. Not sick. I sound fine. Click the fine, because it's fine. Assigned correctional seminar. Fuck it. You did something wrong. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Correctional seminars. I know what you did. But it's making me choose your punishment, so. I know I can handle seminars more than I can afford thousands of dollars on something. So. I feel like I'm doing you a solid. While pleasing the settlement. Yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine. No one's sick. I'm just suddenly tired and have things going on with people's bodies. It's normal. I don't know. I'm not sick. Poof. I'm talking normalish now again. Yeah. Probably something just stuck in my throat that magically disappeared after later or something. It was the burp from earlier. I knew it would magically fix me. Y'all said I was crazy, but I did it anyway. Coughing up a suspicious amount of mucus, though. I think I'm not sick simply because I kept saying that I'm not sick. Actually, I don't think I was sick in the first place. I think it was all in my head. All in my head. Yeah. I got a big old head. So there's all kinds of things all in my head, right? And I'm crazy, so definitely all in my head, yeah. Excuse me. Can I get in there? I can get in there. I feel like there's a backstory of this dude sacrificing himself to make this village. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. Always fine. Always fine. Even when I'm not fine, I'm fine. Always. And since I'm a VTuber, you can't tell if I look sickly or not. You have to trust your ears. Unless I add, whatchamacallit, an asset to make it look like I am sick or something. Which I shall never do, because I am never sick. Mwahaha. 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 Man dark. I'm a dork. I will say though, in the past couple hours, I'm feeling better about streaming again. And I feel like it's flowing more naturally without it being my disorders taking front and center. Like I'm putting in some thought. Like I'm putting in some thought and attempting to control. Which I should probably do more control with this coughing so I don't cough into the microphone. I know I have a limiter on, but still, common courtesy, I shouldn't cough and hit the microphone. My bad. So close, yet so far. Well, wait a minute. Fuck it. Haha, that storm can't touch me. I'm invincible. I'm the immortal. Oh, it's picking up. Still, I'm immortal. Immortal. I mean, as long as the planet doesn't initially have that bar down there, the weather's not going to kill me. Potentially, the exception to that is if I find a crashed freighter. Because crashed freighter, if you open up the compartments or whatever, as soon as you open them, they start flooding you with radiation. So, and it typically works fast. So maybe that would kill me if I stay near it. I haven't actually tried to stay near it to see what happens. Reopen the building. Okay, so I'm pretty sure now is a pretty good time to just sit back and let it give me opportunities to build more. Expand my settlement. Actually, now is a pretty 16 my ass. There's not 16 pirate ships attacking this bitch. There's probably 3. I got your number. I know your real number. You can't convince me it's 16, and you can't convince me I'm sick. I refuse to accept either conclusion.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
I like how it's not showing me their health. There it is. Their health bars and their shield bars and their cliff bars and their iron bars and their steel bars and their Q bars and their rebars. And their dive bars and their karaoke bars, all their bars. Okay, there's more than 3. I see 4 total. Not to be confused with war total. Stay still and take my beam into your face. See, he's not showing me his bars anymore. It's because I said all those different bar things. Would you just get in my beam? There you go. Okay, that's 3 down. 1 to go. And it's still lying to me about how many ships. Fairly certain I killed 4 of them.
Hostile ships deleted.
Definitely not 16. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at all them freighters. Mighty collection. I can't move forward. It's because my Corvette's right there. It just doesn't want to let me know. No, it's because I need to hit this button. Right? No, let me move my ship, you son of a... Oh! Oh wait, no. I thought that sound was my last freighters coming in. Or frigates coming. Let me move! Goodness gracious! I forgot to cover the mic again, I'm sorry. That's my bad. What ship just Oh, okay. I thought for a second it was an exotic ship. I only saw a fraction of it. It's done! Yay! Tell me, what did you find? Never mind. Yeah. I got really far in the expedition. Like, I almost bought all the different possible upgrades for all the different things. It was just a few more I could have bought, and I could have. Some of them would have taken a little bit more time and effort. Other ones I could have just purchased outright. When is my other settlement gonna let me do stuff? There it is. Yes, yes it can. An overview of all your settlements can be... Oh, no, that's... Okay. Your administration terminal in the Overseer's office allows you to direct your settlement. Return regularly to direct construction, set key policies, or resolve disputes between the citizens. I would if you let me. Overseer's office. Give me an overseer's office, and I will make sure it gets done. It's gonna be so wild if I accepted a settlement that I can't do anything with. Also, these were empty. Let's see if there's anything that randomly spawned in them, because sometimes that happens. Nope, those aren't glitching anymore, I guess. I'm just left with all the weird bad ones. Fair enough, I guess. Let's go for a pirate system next. Give me the pirates. Bum 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 para bum 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 para bum 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 ba. Fuck, I forgot to do it again. My bad. I'm sorry. Pull your head out of your sphincter, Mr. Polar. Oh, I changed my lore a little bit. I don't know if I've mentioned this on stream before or not, but I have a full name now. Frothing, oh my. My full name is QuinPolar VOD. And it solves the problem that I had. Because when I made QuinPolar, I was under the impression that I had 5 mental disorders. And I thought I had 5 mental disorders for at least 15 years. But as it turns out, when I was going through medical documents, I found out that I have a 6th one. And Quinn is 5. So Quinn no longer technically fits. But I built my character around 5. I built my whole thing around 5, having 5 disorders. So, and I don't want to change it to Hex Polar because I don't feel like dealing with the types of stuff for Hex. So I was kind of stumped on what I should do about that because I felt not right anymore being Quinn. So Quinn Sane sounds perfect. Hex as a middle name solves the problem because it's Quinn Sane Hex Polar, and technically I'm Hex Polar, so having Quinn Sane Hex Polar solves the problem between QuinPolar and Hex Polar. Ta-da! Plus, it's kind of fun to say. Quinn Sane Hex Polar. Phase beam. Phase beam me up. I would go for hazard protection, but I don't think I can get any better than what I currently have, based on the stuff that I've gotten already. Alright, give me some good. Nope, not good. My S classes are better. I have it down pretty well what the S classes are for those things, and I have pretty decent. Nope, not that one. Yes. Pardon me. Definitely not good enough. So this round was a waste. Oh well. Can't win them all. Whoop, 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 whoop. My dreadnought and my fleet. Yeah. Yeah, boy. So I upgraded this ship multiple times during the expedition. Does that, in fact... Nope, it does not, in fact, increase it for this. You better keep talking normally, motherfucker. What are they doing? are you doing over here? Who told you could float? Merchant? Hey, I can actually see what they're saying. I just coughed again and didn't cover the mic, didn't I? Damn. Get your stuff together, Quinn. It's coming up on 4 hours. I guess I could hop off on 4 hours a bit. Or around now-ish, I guess. Come to think of it, I do need to go get cat food and cat litter. Stretch, because I'm not sick. Yeah. Alrighty then. Yeah. Plus this is glitchy as a motherfucker right now. And maybe if I come back later, it won't be glitchy as a motherfucker. Like, for instance, I just remembered I should have a lot more money than I do right now. But okay. It's fine, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's whatever. Bloop. Bloop. And I shall call it here for today. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for letting me talk at you. I appreciate it. I feel better. And I hope you feel slightly entertained and have yourself a lovely day. And if you don't, then I'm gonna come and smack you with a silly hammer. I don't know. Go have a lovely day. Or I'll pout. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have a lovely day. Enjoy the next 24 hours of your life. Pink Peony, someone I've streamed with a lot, is having a collab tomorrow, I believe. I think probably towards evening. I don't know exactly, but check them out. Probably have fun. Yeah. Boy.